There are four separate cases that involve former President Donald Trump, and they are playing out in four courtrooms across the United States today as he ramps up his third White House run. Those cases include the investigation into classified documents seized from the former president's Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida, a federal appeals court hearing today on arguments from Trump's attorneys and from the Justice Department over whether to shut down a special master's review of some of those documents. And joining us now for more, ABC News investigative reporter Katherine Faulders and ABC News legal contributor Kim Wehle. So, Katherine, starting with the legal battle over the special master, everybody remembers that special master, someone independent voice to review the documents before the Justice Department can use them. That was called for, that was ordered by a trial judge in this case. The Justice Department now asking the appeals court to remove the special master from the case. How's that going to go?
Yeah, look, Terry, that's right. So Trump's lawyers will be in court here, the appeals court in the 11th Circuit. Now, essentially what DOJ has been asking is to reverse this whole decision on the special master in the first place. You remember they did appeal a portion of this having to do with the classified information, classified documents that DOJ won. Now, this is essentially to get rid of the special master altogether. DOJ was against this from the beginning. Trump's lawyers are actually the ones who requested the special master, even though along the way they've taken issue with some of the special master's decisions. Trump's lawyers have argued, Terry, that they believe some of these documents that the former president retained at his club were his, even though DOJ says they were the property and are the property of the executive branch. Trump's lawyers have also said that they believe some of these documents could be privileged. Their defense of Trump's handling of these documents has shifted over time, but this hearing will be interesting. It's set to start in about an hour from now. This will be the first time, Terry, that Trump's lawyers and the Department of Justice lawyers are in court related to the Mar-a-Lago documents following A.G. Garland's appointment of a special counsel to oversee the entire investigation.
Right. So there's this now independent special counsel, independent prosecutor that is basically handling this investigation. So what other cases today are Trump's attorneys handling?
Yeah, so in addition to this big one, his lawyers are in courtrooms across the country, Terry, in multiple different arenas, right? We have two, they're in court today as it relates to the Trump Organization, the criminal investigation in the Trump Organization and the civil investigation. You also have the ex-columnist E. Jean Carroll. There's a hearing in her case today, her defamation case that she brought against the former president. This all represents the legal clouds that have been hanging over him for a while, but especially as he's launched his 2024 election bid for president. Trump has been told, Terry, by his advisors that if he were to announce as early as he did that these investigations will just go away. But that's clearly not the case.
Well, that's not going to happen. But let me go to Kimberly on the question of the special counsel who is now handling the Mar-a-Lago documents case and investigation coming out of the January 6th insurrection, were Trump's efforts to overturn the election. Criminal is essentially that case. Those seem like two very different cases. What do you think of the special counsel's role here, and how much trouble is the former president in?
Well, on the Mar-a-Lago piece, this is why I think the hearing today that Katherine discussed in the appeals court relating to the special master, not special counsel, special master regarding the documents is important. The Justice Department is saying we cannot make a decision. We can't move forward on possible indictments or even move forward in the investigation if we can't actually look at the documents that were seized in Florida. And just to be clear, no regular person walking down the street ever would get the kind of extra special treatment Donald Trump is getting through this special master process in New York. My guess is he will lose and the Justice Department will be able to move forward with that investigation. As far as the January 6th investigation, that's been going on for a couple of years. We know Jack Smith has been at The Hague for a while. He's still there because he had an injury. It's unlikely that he is being called back by Merrick Garland in this moment to just quietly wrap things up. I think the evidence is public that there's probably enough to charge just from what we know in both instances. Intent does not require some smoking gun. We know Donald Trump was interested in overthrowing the election. He's continuing to state that publicly. And for Mar-a-Lago, we know he took the documents and didn't return them. These are not complex legal issues. Really, the question is whether a jury would decide notwithstanding the facts that this is something that America should move forward with to convict a former president. That's heavy duty stuff, Terry. And it's really something that historians will be looking at for decades. And we just can't predict how it will come out.
It really is a monumental case. And Kim, what do you think of what appears to be at least the hope, if not even part of the legal strategy of Donald Trump, that if he's running for president, he's somehow shielded from these prosecutions? Does that work?
Well, you know, there's some that say president should be outside the law, but I don't think legally that's going to work. He's no longer the president of the United States. There are certain kid gloves that happen if he's in office. I think he's going to continue to argue that it's a witch hunt. We saw, for example, he filed a lawsuit in Florida basically challenging Letitia James and the state of New York's ability to investigate his organizations. I mean, this is a man legally, if you read his documents across these various cases, who believes he is outside the law. And I think the bid for the presidency is just another sort of notch in that argument. I don't think it will win, and I don't think it should win. We are a nation of laws. We are not a monarchy. You know, that's why the revolutionaries fought and died to have a three-part system of government. No one's above the law, including presidents, including former presidents. And I think Merrick Garland understands that as a former judge of 27 years from the D.C. Circuit, which is just, the notch below the United States Supreme Court. He understands the broader constitutional implications of this process.
And thanks, Kimberly. Katherine, the question is, will the voters understand? You know, Trump has had a history of when he gets in trouble, voters rally to him. The Republican base rallies to him. But after those midterm elections, there was some sense that Republicans, certainly leading Republicans, were trying to move away from Trump. He's going to get challenged in these primaries. What do you think the impact at this point is of all these investigations, of the legal trouble he has, on his political ambitions?
Yeah, look, I think it's hard to tell. I think that Trump has always capitalized with the voters on these investigations. He's said things like it's just a witch hunt, it's all political. His congressional allies have rallied behind him in that way in the past. So in a sense, I think it's too early to tell. At the same time, Republicans that I've been talking to up on Capitol Hill currently think that, yes, the base is moving away from Trump. But Terry, we've seen this before in the wake of other political crises that Trump has faced. So I think it's just kind of a wait and see. Let's ask me that question 3 months from now. We'll see if it's changed.
That's so true. Katherine Faulders, Kim Wehle, thanks very much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.